Well, hello, you are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. Today is day 176. I just left the Hurd Brook lean-to, and today is my penultimate day on the Appalachian Trail. I will be summiting tomorrow. Today, I am only hiking about 13 miles to get to the Katahdin stream campground, and that's where Brian is going to pick me up. And we have a hotel room for tonight, so that should be really nice. Finally, get a shower and put on some town clothes and all that stuff. I mentioned this in the last video, but Brian is going to be hiking Katahdin with me tomorrow. So he's bringing my car so that I can drive us home because he hasn't been on trail for 6 months. Katahdin is going to be pretty challenging for him, I think. So to allow him to rest after the hike, I'm going to drive us to Portland. And then he got us another hotel, like a nice hotel in Portland. So then the plan is to finally go home on the 21st. It's so close. I'm so happy. Today, the terrain looks, I don't know, much the same that it did the last day or so. I don't think there's going to be anything too surprising. We do have A-Ball Bridge coming up in like 3 miles. There's a shop there, and you can buy things like ice cream and subs and stuff. So I'm most likely stopping there for a break, and I'm going to get something to eat and drink before moving on. This is really real. It's like the last night on trail last night. I had trouble sleeping because I was just so excited. It was also very hot and humid, which is always a challenge for me sleeping. But I eventually got to sleep and woke up. The squirrels are so loud in the morning. I've never mentioned this, but like the squirrels here are all over the place and they are very noisy, like every single day, and they get up super early and make lots of noise. I can't believe it. Next to last day, tomorrow is just basically a day up Katahdin, so this is like really my last kind of through hiking day, last solo day. Well, so many laughs, and I'm so excited. I'm so grateful this day has finally arrived and I never have to do it again. Weather for today. So it looks like, similar to yesterday, that it might rain a little bit later. But it's definitely gonna rain on summit day. I checked that again. I keep hoping, like, oh, maybe it'll get better. No, tomorrow looks like the worst day. Just in terms of amount of rain. I don't think it's going to be bad, but it's going to rain. Well, I've made it out of the 100-mile wilderness. Awesome. So, I didn't realize this. So once you leave, there's going to be a little bit of a road walk to get to, I guess that makes sense, to get to A-Ball Bridge. So let's do it. Thoughts on the 100-mile wilderness. Well, it was easier than the rest of Maine. It still wasn't as easy as I was expecting, because people always jump from one extreme to the other when they talk about things. And so they like make it sound like, oh, it's super easy or butter or whatever. And it's really not. It's and that's what, like, because you're expecting it to be easy and then it's not, so then it seems harder than it is. So I wish people would just be like realistic about it and say, yeah, it's still gonna be hard, but it's easier than the rest of Maine. Oh, okay. Not only is this a road, but it's a paved road and a very wide one. Was not expecting that. Is this the A-Ball Bridge? I think it is. I think you're supposed to be able to see Katahdin from here. Oh no, it is! Oh my god, you can see it peeking up. Look at that. Can you see that? Ah, it looks so big. So this is that store. I'm gonna stop in and get something to eat. Gotta admire the resourcefulness of using this tree trunk as a signpost. Got 0.2 to the park boundary. We got 9.5 to Katahdin Stream Campground and 14.8 to Baxter Peak. That's pretty cool. We're less than 15 miles to go. Look at this nice trail. I just realized I totally forgot to show it, but when I went into the store, I bought a tuna salad grinder, a bag of chips, and 2 drinks. I got a Yoo-Hoo and a Coke. So I'm just calling that my lunch at 10:30. It was decent. It was like a cash only. It was like $13 for all that. And it filled me up, so that was good. We have reached the park boundary. So it says 9.3 if you take in the regular AT, is 4.5 if you do Blueberry Ledges Trail. According to Diner, everyone takes that trail. So I might also do that. No one has signed up for the birches today. Interesting. Huh. I was always told, like, oh, if it gets full, it gets full. Nobody. So I found the summit forecast for tomorrow. It says 80% chance of rain, cloudy, showers, limited lightning risk though. Temperature in the 40s, winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. I think that's what that's supposed to say. Okay, good. Blueberry Ledges Trail this way. I gotta say, this trail kind of sucks. I kind of regret taking it now. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. It started out decent, and then it started getting like overgrown and like just a bunch more of this rocky rooty stuff that we've seen for like all of Maine. Ugh. Do not recommend. I just ran into Retreat and Just Chris. They were hiking south because they have already summited Katahdin. They just did it today, and so they're hiking back because I guess that's where they're getting picked up to go to Millinocket today. So that's really cool. Hiked around Retreat for a little while in Vermont and then saw him again in Maine. So that's really cool. Congrats, guys. It was really nice running into people, seeing them one more time before they go their separate ways and go home. They've made it to Katahdin Stream Campground. It's just shy of 1:30, so I got like 2.5 hours to kill before Brian gets here. Water looks nice and clear. I might just go sit in it. There's Brian and wildflowers. Woo!